Welcome to Husky Stadium in DeKalb, Illinois. The opener in conference play for both of these teams. It's the UTSA Roadrunners and the Northern Illinois Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Coach knows this is a huge opportunity for his team at home today. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So UTSA's offense will take the field first. And here comes the sophomore running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
And it's the Roadrunners are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass. It's McCown. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. Running inside. It's Henderson. Got a little grass. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Roadrunners trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. From the red zone, it's Henderson. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Northern Illinois' offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes. They
makes a grab and room to run. The 30, the 20. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown! long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
He's going for the big play. Upstairs to make the catch. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. The Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And it's the Roadrunners. We'll try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Running the red zone, it's Henderson. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. On the run, it's Henderson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Henderson. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to the well. Can't get him to the ground. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw. It's McCown. With the catch, it's Campbell. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Roadrunners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Wants to throw on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Checking in from the UTSA sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered. Just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Back to throw. It's McCown. He's got it down the middle. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. Finding some room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The short hands, it's Wilson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And it's the Roadrunners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Another incompletion on third down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Bryant. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to Johnson. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Short gain on the play before he slides. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Thompson. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. Looking to throw on first down. And they makes the catch, and he's free. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And this is the beauty of getting in these third down and manageable situations. It makes it so much easier for an offense. Now you can run your RPO game, and everybody has to respect that run. I read it. He reads it correctly, spits it out on the perimeter right now. Your guy does the rest of the work. Nice third down execution.
Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Huskies have a lot of options on second and inches. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. Here's a heat. Remember, down where you start the slide, he'll be short of the line to gain. This will likely be the last play of the half. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Conner. And the Roadrunners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a man by himself. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Johnson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Keeps it himself. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Caught over the middle. It's Rogers. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Thompson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Running inside, it's Johnson. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. Northern Illinois will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Huskies. Lining up for the point after and the lead. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's McCown. Throws for the tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Rogers. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking to fire. finds his man. It's Fowler. They make the stop right there, but Northern Illinois has the first down. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Running it. Could be an alley.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's...
Makes the grab in their space. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Husky. Lining up to add another.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead.
UTSA 13.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The inside handoff. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws to the wideout. Caught on the left side by Wilson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brings into the open. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've reached a break. Northern Illinois holds the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air. It's McCown. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes shows the defense bringing the heat.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Gets the back moving. Trying play action. Myers on the move. Pulls it in. It's Bryant. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. The run inside. It's Johnson. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback keep. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy. Quickly out to the tight end. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The handoff to Johnson. Runs through the tackle. It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Complete. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Running inside. It's Johnson. Got enough for the first. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Fires to the wideout. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They're working that left side. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's McCown. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Ball down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Trying to impose their will with the run. Maybe a crease. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.